which is about parallelograms, and they're kind of a quadrilateral, and this is what we've done so far. I want to talk about, and this is really for future work that we're doing, so let's take a look, and add a page below. And I want to talk about the distance between two entities. Okay, I'm going to deviate a little bit, but I think this is important to know, and actually it's because of a part that's in this section. Now, if I give you 2 points, point A, and I give another point, point B, and I want to know what is the distance between point A and B. And so you're going to look at it, and I'm hoping you're not going to like do something like this and go, oh, this is the distance. That would be really silly, right? Clearly the distance between A and B would be the shortest distance, right? So what is the distance between A and B? Ever? It's a straight line. So the distance between 2 points is a straight line. All right, so let's look a little further, geometrically speaking. What is the distance between a point, point A, and a line? Here's a line. This is line 1. So now I'm asking you a different question. We know the distance between 2 points is a straight line. But now I want to know what is the distance between a point and a line. Oh, Everett, go ahead. Yeah, it is. The distance between a point and a line is a perpendicular drawn from the point to the line. I hope that's looking perpendicular. Okay, that's the distance. Now, if you think about it, it does make sense because, sure, if I could reach out to that line and if I could reach out from A to the line in any other way, that's not working very well, it's being a little stubborn, okay? Clearly, these are all larger, right? All these distances that I'm drawing are, I say, longer than the first one I drew, which was perpendicular to the line. So making sure that you know, and this is actually in this section, that the distance between a point and a line is a perpendicular line segment drawn from the point to the line. Okay? So what about the distance between 2 lines? Here's a line. Here's another line. Let's make them parallel. So let me put it straight out. Here's a line. And we'll make it a line. This is line 1. And if I have a line 2, and let's just say they're parallel, here's our line 2. What's the distance between line 1 and line 2?
Transversal.
Well, you're right. It is a transversal. What kind?
A non-continuing line.
What? Oh, it would be a perpendicular. Exactly. Perfect. There we go. It would be perpendicular to both of them. And you're right. It is a transversal. But what I want to focus on now, which is the phenomenon of this, which is what's introduced in this section. And that is that the distance between a point and a line is a perpendicular drawn from the point to the line. Because something comes out of that. Let me add a page below. All right. I don't know if any of you went trick-or-treating. I did, actually. I went, because my exchange students went trick-or-treating. And we took a flashlight with us. And if you look inside the flashlight, this is what the inside of the flashlight looks like. Kind of like that. And it actually has glass on it, right? And it has an itty bitty little bulb right there. Oh, it's probably a little higher up, about right there. And then, of course, you know, it's sort of encased in some kind of has a handle so that you can hold it. But have you ever thought about that, that little tiny light? There it is. And that little tiny light, why it gives so much light? When if you just look at that bulb, in fact, it's tiny.
Reflection.
It is reflection. What kind of reflection? It is reflection. Let's take a look at what kind of reflection, because the reflection I'm talking about has to do with this distance between a point and a line. So going back to that flashlight, if we look at it, I'm going to draw a point to the left of it. There's a point, the very base of that flashlight is the vertex. And the light bulb is at what we call the focus. And there's something called the directrix. Yeah, I'm going to have to get the phone and pick up on the next video. Hold on.